Hello class. Here's a quick video that will show you how to do the individual work for week 2. As I mentioned in my email to you, the instructions for the individual work for week 2 were a little bit ambiguous and out of order, and so I'm going to show you the right way to do it. And you can simply look at this video and reproduce the results yourself, submit it. The important thing is that you know how to use the snipping tool. So let's read. It's 4 steps. I'm going to rearrange those in a second. But anyway, the first step is fine. We want to click on this link and it's going to bring us to another page. Notice I've got 2 pages open here. One is class and one is my school email. There's going to be a third one created here. Watch. Okay. So we got this one here. And it looks like the login screen, and it actually is. And we're interested in this button called Technical Requirements. How do I know? Because I'm reading here, you will find the browser test button when you click on the Technical Requirements on the left side of the page. So here it is. Click on Technical Requirements. Sure enough, there's a browser test button. I'm going to click that, and it seemed like everybody had no problem doing that. And it says leave this window open because we want to take a snip of this a little bit later. But right now we're essentially done with step 1. Okay. Leave the results open as you see. Test results open. Well, step 2 is really just you can click on one of the 2 links. One is a Word document and the other is a video, but essentially they both talk about how to use the snipping tool. So if you don't already know how to use it, which I'm sure many of you are not familiar, click on the link here, steps for the snipping tool and other methods. Click OK. We open a new document. Okay, so here's a document that teaches you how to use the snipping tool, and it's something that you can read through if you are not familiar with it. It turns out there's a couple of ways to capture screen images, and the other one is using the print screen key, but we won't go into that right now. Okay, so what do we have? We have a Word document that we opened called Week 2 Snipping Tool and Print Screen. We have a new web page. That's the browser test. We got that open, and so it looks like we've gone through step 2. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to do step 4, but before we go to step 3. Use the snipping tool to capture your results of the eCollege browser test. Okay, well, the eCollege browser test is here. I'm sorry, no, the eCollege browser test is here. There we go. I want to snip it. So I go to the Start button. I actually have it in my menu, but we'll find it with all programs. Go to Accessories and click Snipping Tool. The Snipping Tool automatically comes up prepared for business. That's why the background is sort of turned a little gray. You notice I have a cross cursor. If I want to capture the screen image, I'm going to go to the very upper left-hand corner of the screen. Whoops. Upper left-hand corner of the screen, click the left mouse button, hold it down while I drag the mouse over to the bottom right. Well, I don't have to drag it to the bottom right. Right there will do, because this is essentially the screen that has the browser test. If I let go of the cursor, I notice now I have a window here that says Snipping Tool, and here is the picture of the screen that I took the picture of. Now, I can't do anything to it until I save it. So I need to do a save as, because I need to find it later on. It automatically puts everything into libraries, into the pictures folder under libraries. It automatically names whatever you capture to the word capture, so I need to change it to snip. Now I've done this a couple times, so I'll call it step 3. Okay, so save it. Great. I'm actually done with the snipping tool. I can close it. And in truth, I'm also done with this browser window. I can close it too. So let's get back to the business. So I've done step 4, use the snipping tool to capture results of the eCollege browser test. Good, I have a file, I saved it, I called it snip3, and I can find it if I need it, and I will. So let's go up to step 3. We go in reverse order. It says open this document. Okay, sure enough, I'll open it, and we look at it, and it looks, gee, this looks familiar. It sort of looks like what we handed in for week 1. That was the success plan. So, well, the first thing I want to do is I want to name it according to the naming convention. I have to save it before I can actually do anything with it. So here goes, Jane Smith _ and so I'll just go here and I'll see Steve Rothenberg, course and section CGS 2060, and you can put your number, oops, too many letters, 2060, and notice that we want to save the document, and I'm going to save it to my downloads folder. That's where I save everything. Downloads, I'm going to call it, just like they said in the assignment, I'm going to call it Steve Rothenberg _CGS 2060, and then week two individual work. Okay, and click save. All right, so there we go. Well, notice it has the assignment instructions also in here, but they're also on our website, on our class. So let's go back to it. It says here, use the Save As feature within Word to save the steps for the capturing a print screen document to the homework assignments folder. This is where I have a problem, because the steps for capturing the print screen document, that's not the one we just opened. That's not this one here. It's this one here, which is just an instruction document. I'm not sure why they want us to save this at all. So I'm not going to ask you to save this. This is just, I showed you how to create the snip, so I actually went through the first 5 steps. Actually, I only went through the first 4. We'll do the 5th step now. So what I want you to do is to go down to the bottom of this document, which I've renamed. This is the one you're going to hand in. And here's instructions. Insert your test results in the space provided. In this space provided. Click on the picture in the space below and locate the snip. Okay, well I can do that. Click on that picture. It's going to say, okay, where's the picture you want to insert? I'm going to say, well, it's in my pictures library. So I'm just going to go scroll right down to the bottom, and there it is. I'm going to click insert, and notice how my snip is now located in the document. It's a little bit small, so I can actually stretch it. Grab it by the grab handle, make it a little bit bigger, and this now is what I want to see. Here is the snipping tool example, and we see that what we did looked pretty much like what we see up above. So that completes the assignment. I can save, click close, and my document is called, name my document properly, and I can now submit the document to the Dropbox. So the only document I need is the one that I just showed you how to insert the snip into. It's the one that you keyed your name into in your class. We don't need to have you upload this document. So I hope that clarifies things for you a little bit, and please let me know if you have any questions. Good luck with the assignment. I'm sure we'll be in touch about it over the next few days.